I mean, I just felt like the situation was a little more stable. I mean, Coach Dixon come from Pittsburgh. He's got a great reputation. I mean, I know their program wasn't where they wanted to be last year, but they just signed the number 8 point guard in the nation, and then also bringing in a few other top recruits. The program's going to be stable, and they want me to be a big part of it. So, I mean, anytime a program in the Big 12 wants you to be a part of their program from the ground building up, I mean, I just couldn't really pass on that.
When did they come into the process? It wasn't early.
No, I mean, Miami had actually been recruiting me much longer. They started recruiting me before the season actually started. And then TCU, I played in the summer at a couple Adidas Gauntlet tournaments, and I mean, I performed well, and TCU called me and was really excited. They actually wanted to get me down that weekend that they called, but I mean, things just couldn't work out, so I came down a couple weekends later, and I mean, I fell in love with it.
Have you thought about not playing in the Big 12? And, I mean, that's one of the best conferences in the country.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, just looking at some of the pictures and a couple of the highlights, a lot of the dudes competing in the NBA Combine today, that's where they came from, that conference. I mean, it's going to be fun. The crowds are crazy. The gear is ridiculous. I mean, I'm excited.
From the standpoint, what other schools were in it for the last two that you decided? You had, what, 20 plus? Right?
I did, yeah. I finished with 27 offers, I believe. Colorado State hopped in late. Rutgers called me late. Texas Tech called me late. Purdue was in and out of it. They weren't. I mean, they were kind of playing. I mean, the mid-major schools that I liked Miami a lot. Ohio University, I liked them a lot. I felt like they were going to be good here in the future. IPFW was pretty good, but I mean, yeah, with Miami being so close to home, and then TCU playing in the Big 12, obviously, and wanting me to be a big part of it, that's when I decided to narrow to my two schools.
You won't be playing close to home. Is that certainly a concern at all? And, I mean, we can all watch you play at any time, really, these days, but just not getting a chance to play 25 minutes away.
I mean, it was in the back of my head a little bit. I know they probably want me a little bit closer, but I mean, after sitting down and thinking about it, weighing the options, I think that we all thought that this was the best decision for me.
Did Jamie Dixon talk about position? Where will you be playing? Is he going to be a two-guard? Is he going to be a point guard? What is it?
I mean, he really likes my versatility, where I can play multiple positions on the floor. I mean, he's not necessarily going to label me as a position. On the floor, I'll probably be the two guard unless Jalen's out of the game, where I can bring the ball up the floor and also play the three and guard the three. So, I mean, like he said, he likes my versatility, so I'll play just about anywhere on the floor.
I asked you not long ago about the process, and I'm sure it's exciting for a while, but it probably gets old after a while, too. Are you glad now it's over with and you're ready to move on and stop?
Very.
Every question in the world?
Very glad. Like when we sat down at our last interview we had, I mean, I think one of the first things you asked me is how frequently do you get asked where you're going to school? I mean, just from the teachers, my friends, all those things. Right here, she asks me every day. I think she's just doing it to mess with me, but yeah, I mean, it's good to be able to finally tell them where my home's gonna be at for the next 4 years, and I mean, I'm really excited.